and welcome to Power News. I'm Juhi Rajput. Let's begin with the top stories. High energy prices limit monetary policy, says Gokarn. Fuel prices fluctuation, Power Ministry to revise bid document. Damaged ash dam hits power supply to 5 states. ADB to invest $750 million on smart electricity transfer in India. PGCIL commission transmission lines for Mundra Ultra Mega Power Project. NTPC gets Rs 2,341 crore loan for 390 megawatt Kanti power plant. CERC to curb anti-competitive practices. CERC blames state government for crisis of SEBs. And Adani Power to move Supreme Court against Appellate Tribunal order. Well, those were the top stories of the week. Let's move to our next section, quick updates, to know the latest development in the power sector. Trading in renewable energy certificates has picked up, both in volumes and prices. This week, 46,362 RECs were sold, which was more than twice as much as 22,096 in the trading session of last month. The prices too has picked up. The average price was Rs 2,300 compared with 1,800 last month. Under the Government of India's Renewable Purchase Obligation Scheme, registered renewable energy producers such as wind power companies get the RECs which they sell to obligated entities who are obliged to buy either green power or RECs. Stumped by political opposition to letting private companies into commercial coal mining, the government has found a way to achieve almost the same without having to face Parliament. It is planning to allot captive coal blocks to private miners like BHP Billiton, Rio Tinto and Sesa Goa on the condition that these firms have tied up with the approved end users for supply. Currently, captive blocks are allotted only to end users like cement, steel and power companies. The move is expected to bridge the widening demand-supply mismatch for coal, leading to a surge in imports which are expensive. The government's auditor is studying a decision of the government to allow the diversion of surplus coal by Reliance Power from the captive coal mines associated with the Sasan Ultra Mega Power projects to another project of the company. The report is at a draft stage and comments have been asked from the Power Ministry. The auditor's review of the decision of the ministerial group could further affect the credibility of the government, already at a low following a series of controversies regarding government contracts and policies. India is reviving a plan to scrap its mega power plant policy, imposing a 5% custom duty on the import of equipment that goes into thermal projects that will generate at least 1,000 megawatts. The government's move is believed to be prompted by a desire to prevent the import of Chinese equipment. The move needs to be cleared by the cabinet and the rule will apply only to new projects. The mega project status allows fiscal benefits to developers of thermal power plants of at least 1,000 megawatt capacity, including a tax holiday for 10 years and a waiver from customs duty on equipment imports. Developers of smaller projects pay a 5% import duty on power equipment. And now let's move on to the news of the week. At the time when the country is struggling to fill the power demand-supply gap, almost 8,000 megawatt of new gas-based power capacity may be stranded due to lack of fuel as the domestic gas output continues to fall with no signs of recovery in sight. The power units that could have helped the country to reduce its peak deficit of 14% would at best be just able to secure fuel to run at a low capacity. Around 8,000 megawatt may be ready without gas linkage by March and the generation may not happen as per the planned schedule.
Almost 10 projects aggregating to 8,000 megawatt would require around 28 million metric standard cubic meters a day of gas. Many private power developers are close to completing new power units that are yet to get gas linkages. Power generators had fast-tracked their gas-based projects driven by the outlook on gas availability from RIL's KG-D6 block, but the production from the block has decreased to less than 45 from 60, trailing behind the ambitious target of 80 million metric standard cubic meters. To deal with the shortage of natural gas, the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas is taking necessary steps to increase availability of gas from domestic sources and encouraging import of liquefied natural gas. However, generators may not find running the units on LNG cost effective given the current market price. which is substantially higher than that of natural gas from KG-D6. India has an installed gas-based power generation capacity of 16,640 megawatt, which accounts for around 12% of country's total power generation. For the total 160 million metric standard cubic meters of natural gas in the country, almost 40% is being supplied to the power sector. By the end of 11th five-year plan, the total gas requirement may be almost 120 million metric standard cubic meters, exceeding the estimated availability. With camera person Mohit Kesle, this is Tulika Rana for Power News, New Delhi.
The market has been distorted with the policy framework on gas allocation. Developers were given assurance by the government that gas would be available for 11,704 megawatt capacity being set up in the 12th plan, but there is no availability. Taking cues from the crunch in natural gas supply, developers are re-looking at expansion plans and in some cases shelving the projects. It's time for a quick break, but there is a lot more on the other side. Stay tuned in.